It really is an honor to share the Beamer tonight with the Schottenfeld family. And with Michael.
At least it's not the sperm bank speech.
And with Max. Thank you. And with all of you. It's wild to stand on the stage with Michael J. Fox. Michael is a role model to me. He's my personal hero. As a father, as a man, and as a friend who has set an example for me, confronting unexpected obstacles and overcoming them. In my world, in my mind, Michael will always be the holder of the Award of Courage. I'm going to try this without the glasses, so bear with me. Years ago, I tried to forge a career as an actor, stand-up comic and street mime. Yes, I was the guy in the theater district in whiteface pretending that he was in a box. Frankly, I dreamed of the day then that I would stand on a stage and accept an award from Michael J. Fox. Perhaps it would be an Emmy for my excellent supporting work that was never appreciated on Family Ties. I never got enough credit for that. Or perhaps it would be an Oscar for the remake that Michael, his beautiful wife Tracy, and I did of Jaws, with me playing the shark. The shark never got all the credit it truly deserved. Instead, I got a call that I'd be receiving something called the Award of Courage. And frankly, I didn't know what that was when they first called me. So I did a little research in awards of courage. Now, I once played the lion in a second grade class play of The Wizard of Oz. So perhaps my performance in Mrs. Bound's class was finally going to be acknowledged. I'll get that. I didn't think so, so I did some more research. And in my research, I found pictures of past winners of the Awards of Courage, and their names as well. Mookie Wilson, Otis Anderson, Phil McConkie, John McEnroe, Earl the Pearl Monroe, Dave the Busher, Walt Frazier, Jerry Cooney, Larry Holmes, and it became obvious why they had chosen me. They needed a Jew.
I'm going to pee in my pants. Oh my God.
Frankly, I was confused, but a Jew. The Award of Courage collects money for Sloan Kettering. Sloan Kettering is the best cancer research hospital in the world. Now, I've had many design defects in my life, but cancer happens not to be one of them. You've heard some of this. On July 18th, 1993, the doctor told me I had heart disease. Heart disease. That was a scary thing for me to hear. 5 days later, I had a quadruple bypass. I was 35 years old at the time and had just finished my 4th marathon. Lisanne was 31. Max was not yet 2. In fact, 2 days after I got out of the hospital, I went to Max's 2nd birthday. Almost to the day, 10 years later, on August 9th, 2003, I had a heart attack on a spinning bike in East Hampton, and I was flown by helicopter on 22 units of morphine to Stony Brook. And it is true, as the pilot took off, I did ask him to hum the theme song for MASH. You gotta love morphine. 3 years ago, I became visually impaired from a rare condition, as Michael alluded to, called anterior ischemic optic neuropathy. Trust me, I had never heard of it either. I can't really see out of my right eye. I can see some out of my left eye, and fortunately I can read out of my left eye. And the biggest problem for me, candidly, is light. Light causes me pain. Imagine walking around all day long with 2 flashlights held over your eyes. That's what it's like for me as long as my eyes are open. When I go to see Andy's basketball games, my good friends Shay Shapid and Steve Radin, who are here tonight, have to tell me when Andy's in the game, and they do play-by-play for me. On February 8th of this year, I had 2 stents implanted, and the second Brazilian of my life. Itchy. No slop. And as long as we're laying it all out here, I also have eczema. I had an ulcer years ago that caused me to bleed out my tuchus. And have reached the age where I sometimes pee in Morse code. Marty Brichettes, I know you know what I'm talking about. So many knowing laughs. Despite the fact that my laundry list of design defects happen not to include cancer, I agree to accept the award. Is there anyone's life that is not touched by cancer? A family member, a friend, a loved one. My mom has survived cancer, as is my sister-in-law, Michelle, my good friend, Joey Fierro, my great friend, Howard Sharfstein, Emily Pasolini have all survived cancer, so it's touched me in my life. David Gorin, of course, who we honor tonight by our presence here. But I'm not alone in this room knowing people that we've lost to cancer. So if I could be of any help raising money for this terrific cause, I agree to accept the Award of Courage.
Yay!
Now, being visually impaired has its advantages, I must be honest with you. First,
Disney World.
You folks have never looked better. And while there are many things I can no longer do that I used to love to do, like driving and skiing and riding a bike, I have taken up skydiving, where being visually impaired does have its advantages. Let me show you. This is me skydiving from 13,000 feet, happy as can be, stupid as shit. I can't see. Max, on the other hand, can see. I used to be embarrassed about the scar on my chest. I was young and people would stare. Now I'm proud of it. I'm a survivor. I used to be embarrassed about the scars on my legs from which they took the veins in order to create arteries. No longer. Now I'm proud of them as badges of survival. I used to be embarrassed about walking around with sunglasses on most of the time. Now I've just accepted that I look damn cool. But my doctor, as Max said, did tell me something years ago, after my heart surgery, that has become my guiding philosophy. He said to me, "You didn't die, you have to live." It's so easy to feel sorry for yourself when things happen. And who would blame you? And it's so easy to throw yourself a pity party. But let me tell you something about feeling sorry for yourself and throwing yourself pity parties. If you throw one for yourself, your friends will show up and they'll stay for a while, and then they'll leave because they'll want to get on with their lives. And you're left feeling sorry for yourself. And if you walk around life with your head up your ass, what you come out of it with is smelly hair. So you make a choice. I did. This is my life. There are no dress rehearsals, and I'm going to live it with all the gusto I can. Life goes on, and so does mine, despite heart surgery, despite heart attacks, despite impaired vision, despite a bleeding tuchus. Don't get me wrong, I do have my moments. It's not all rosy all the time. And sometimes it does get the better of me, as it does anyone with any issues and any problems. But I make a choice because I didn't die and I'm going to live. I'd have refused to allow these experiences to get the best of me. There's nothing in life I enjoy more than being a father. And nothing I have faced has interfered with that joy and ever will. Some people survive health issues and say they wake up every day and thank God to be alive. Not me. I wake up every day and wonder, what's going on at work? How can I be a better lawyer? How can I be a better dad? How can I be a better husband? And Mom, how can I be a better son?
How about a brother?
I don't know what challenges tomorrow holds for me, but I do know that whatever those challenges are, they are not bigger, better, or badder than I am. I didn't die, I will live. About 3 years ago, I took Max on a buddy trip to India. It was 120 degrees every day, 48 Celsius for you, Glenn. On one particular day, I happened to take this picture. It's a man, a very poor man, buying a handful of water. He used the change that he was able to beg for and find on the street to buy a handful of water to escape the searing heat. The picture now sits on my desk, and I look at it every day to remind me that no matter how difficult a hand I think I was dealt, how lucky I really am. Not because I'm more fortunate than this man, but because of the tens of millions of people, if not more, to whom this man is lucky, who wish they were in a position to buy that handful of water. It helps me put my small issues in perspective and reminds me every day how fortunate I am. Perspective. To Michael Schottenfeld, I say, appreciate what you have, appreciate how lucky you are, live life to the fullest, and don't sweat the small stuff. Let me close by reading words written by my friend, my role model, Michael J. Fox, that inspire me every day and help me keep my life in perspective. Michael says, quote, when the unexpected and inconceivable intrudes on life, and it will, deal with life's actual events. Don't obsess about perceived eventualities. Relax. Enjoy the ride. I am humbled and honored by all you folks being here tonight. Thank you very much.